I got a new headband flashlight that Wowtac sent me. This is the A2s. And one thing different about this versus the A2 is the amount of lumen output on this flashlight. It's quite a bit more. Pretty much same UI as the other ones, turn on and go. If you long press it, you go into your Firefly, hold it, go cycle through low, medium, high, double click, and you go to turbo. That's pretty much all the same. Like I said, the output on it is quite a bit more. Now this light comes with the USB rechargeable. If people don't know, the charging port's on the end of the battery, up on the top. And this comes with a 3400 milliamp high drain battery. Now, these batteries are longer with that charging port on top. So what you end up doing, if you were to take, like, say, a Samsung 3QF here, you'd literally have to put a smaller, like a neodymium magnet on the end. Otherwise, they're not long enough to make contact with a flashlight. It comes with a micro USB cable and 2 spare O-rings. Now, as far as specs, we'll hit that real quick, and then we're going to go out and do some shining. Or we might do some testing first, actually. Your Firefly mode, 59 days of runtime. 0.3 lumens only, though. But if it's real dark, it's enough to see a little. Low, 24 lumens is about right, 4 days. 126 for medium. As you'll see outside, that's incredibly, actually quite bright for almost 15 hours. And high, 4.5 hours of runtime. And this does push out to 182 meters, which you'll see outside. Turbo, 1050 lumens, 2.7 hours. And what I'm going to do is leave this thing on. We're going to do a heat test on it with the temp gauge and my FLIR. Well, this is also the XPL V6. So enough of that said. Let's set this up. And I'm going to turn it on, get my camera set up. We're going to go, and I'm going to put my camera in manual so it doesn't dim down. All right, we're ready. 55 degrees. Get a shot of with the FLIR before. As you can see there, might as well run the supplied battery fully charged. I'm going to shut the camera off and then we'll come back. 3 minutes in, almost over 3.5. And the side of it, we're up to over 100 degrees. The very top of it, about the same. FLIR. It's pretty neat. On the FLIR, you can make out the Wowtac. Wherever the white is, it's colder. That black lets the heat out a lot more. For you companies that make flashlights or design them, any white aluminum retains the heat in more. And this heat comes out, dissipates out of the black a lot more. You can literally see the writing wherever there's white. Five minutes, I don't think it's dropped down at all. And as far as temp, it's not getting any hotter. Running around a couple spots, a little over 100. Right, it's still been running straight pretty much for 9 minutes now. Let's test this out against that wall. Like I said, that's, I'm going to double click it again. Shut it off, turn it back on. So this is with it right now, or this is on turbo for 9 minutes. And that was shutting it off and back on if we noticed any difference or not. I don't think we did. It ain't even hot. I mean, it's a little warm to the touch, but it's not. It just keeps running. Pretty nice. All right, let's go out and get some beam shots done. All right, I got a tree that is 62 meters away, and I got to hurry up here. This is on the regular high mode. on this Wowtac. I'm going to double click. That's turbo. Look at that. And as far as I can tell, this runtime stays like this. It doesn't drop down in a couple minutes, and we will be testing that. So, if I didn't already on the camera. But that's pretty impressive. I'm going to have to move the camera. My fire, once again, is blowing the smoke towards the camera. Maybe not. We're going to move down. That's 94 meters. And like I said, I'm going to take my mag light and run that on high. This is the ML300 mag light. Very potent light. And the mag light and the headband light from Wowtac. Pretty awesome. And I'm not faring too well. The wind is just horrendous. If you can see that hillside up there, it is blowing. The light ain't blowing up there, but the lights are making it. This isn't good at all. I gotta move the camera. Actually, what we're gonna do is closer range, just show you, because this is gives you an idea just how far it is. I mean, you're looking at, over there is 190 meters out, up to 190, about 140 to 190, and it's doing a pretty good job of it. So let's move closer and compare this up against some truck headlights on turbo in the other modes. All right, I got the truck headlights on my Suburban on high beam, and we're going to start this out on high. As you can see there, it washes out truck headlights pretty decent. And that's just high. And there's turbo. It gives you a real good idea of the beams, the pattern of this thing, and just how bright they are. These are the lights off the Wowtac, and that's the lights from my truck. Wowtac, and then the truck. I mean, this is just pretty impressive. We're going to step it down. Like I said, that's high. The low mode, you can just make it out. Medium, keep in mind, extremely long runtime with this on this mode. And then high. High is almost as bright as probably a normal vehicle headlights. Double click, and she's cranking. There isn't much else I can show you for light output on this other than the nice wide beam, as you can see there. It's not real focused, and up close it does an incredibly good job for its pattern. One thing I'll do quick, I'll leave my exposure up on manual. That is the 100 watt LED lights, or 100 watt equivalent, and this is a Wowtac on that in my porch. Pretty neat. All right, we're going to be looking up into my backyard, and this is high on this thing. That swing is about 100 feet up, 80 to 100, somewhere in there. And that tree line in the back, you can see there, about 120 feet. But just on high, in my backyard, incredible. And turbo lights everything up. Long run time too, believe it or not. Let's switch through the modes. That's high, and that's the low mode. Pretty impressive, ain't it? You'd be able to tell if there's an animal there easily. In medium, pretty neat. In high, good spill and decent amount of throw. No frills, good flashlight, easy UI, good battery life, well priced. So there you go. Wowtac A2s, another great headband flashlight, well priced as well from Wowtac. Decent light, bright, long battery life. There you go. Check that links out down below on this and the other Wowtac lights. as people don't realize, these are, if you don't realize, technically supported by ThruNite. You got ThruNite's quality there. Till next time.